Hey, welcome everyone to Stepping Inside the Squared Circle. I'm your host, the Coach Chris Ortiz, also host of the Be Someone podcast, a Mr. Rick's production. And on this segment, we are going to talk to the young talent here at Booker T's Reality of Wrestling. We're going to pick their brains. We're going to learn about the genesis of their wrestling dreams. We're going to talk about all the different things that the reality of wrestling can offer a young up-and-coming or aspiring professional wrestler. So without further ado, I bring to you Stepping Inside the Squared Circle. And making his way down to the ring, we have Mr. Dexter DIXXON. How are you doing today, sir?
Well, good to be here. Good to be here.
Hey, well, welcome to Stepping Inside the Squared Circle.
Appreciate this opportunity. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, man, hey, it's all on this end. It's all on this end. So let's get right into it. Like, what was it that made you want to become a professional wrestler and actually chase the dream instead of just watch the dream?
I always tell people, professional wrestling, this was my first love. Before I liked anything else, football, basketball, it was always professional wrestling. So I remember, after college, I went to school to play college football, and, I became, got my degree and everything, but I felt lost in life. And I was like, I don't know what I wanted to do. So the magical moment, actually, I was in Tyler, Texas, just driving down the street with a friend, and I seen a billboard, WWE, this Monday night. And I'm like, let's go. By that time, I had stopped watching wrestling for like 2 years, just getting caught up, living the college life or whatever. And I went there, saw Dolph Ziggler, saw, Bray Wyatt, everything. I was like, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I felt a fire at that moment.
All right, man. As a young person, who was it that you enjoyed watching?
Stone Cold, The Rock, just like everybody else.
Attitude Era.
Attitude Era. I'm an Attitude Era baby. I'm a WCW baby. Goldberg, Hollywood Hogan. More
That's
so
my
than
favorite.
Hulk Hogan. Yeah. Anybody Attitude Era, old school WCW. That's me, still to my heart to this day.
All right, let's go into your background a little bit. You mentioned playing college football. Where did you play college football? Because you're a big man.
I played college football at a school in East Texas. It's called Texas College. It's an HBCU, historically black college. Went down there. I was a 4-year starter. So since my freshman year, I started defensive end, linebacker, came right in, started, and I loved it. And I had dreams of going into the NFL. When that didn't work out, like I said earlier, I felt lost. I didn't know what I was going to do. And, with wrestling, it was just that flame got relit. But this was my first love.
Well, tell me this. How did that intensity, how did that work ethic, how did that athleticism, how has it transitioned over into professional wrestling?
It transitions good, but I always tell people, with the physicality and everything, I played college football, high school. Wrestling is the hardest thing I've ever done. Still to this day. It's nothing, because it's not just athleticism. It's everything from, cardio, athleticism. You have to remember what you're doing. It's just you and the other guy that you're with. It's not, 10 other guys like football. It's all on you. Anybody can come in here and just do the moves, but what's going to make you more entertaining than the next guy? So this right here is the hardest thing I've ever done.
All in one take also, right?
All in one take. It's no cut. The next thing is get it right now or get cussed out in the back by Book.
Well, speaking of Book, you're here at Reality of Wrestling, as one of the students. Tell me, what is it that drew you to Reality of Wrestling in particular?
Well, what drew me to Reality of Wrestling, I'm originally from South Carolina, but I moved down to Houston in high school. So I had, just bits and pieces when they used to come on the CW. I would check it out, here and there. I was like, oh, that's cool. Booker T has a wrestling school. But like I said, I went to East Texas for college. And, got that flame reignited. And then I was like, I'm moving back to Houston. I want to go wrestle. So I got a job down here, and that's what led me here. Just because I knew it was here. My mother's here in Houston, and who better to learn from than Booker T?
Yeah, what are some of the things that Reality of Wrestling, offers, young and aspiring wrestlers like yourself?
I always look at it as like it's little WWE. It's you getting a first-class crash course in what it is to be a professional wrestler. Everything from, your workout equipment that we have here, the in-ring training, my favorite, the promos, everything. You getting a first-class lesson in what it is to be a professional wrestler here. Right.
Yeah, y'all do have like a state-of-the-art workout area back
Yes,
there.
sir.
Is that still the Undertaker's old stuff?
Oh yeah, that's what I've heard. I'm pretty sure it's the same stuff. Yes, sir.
Legend
the
has
dead
it,
man.
right?
It's the dead man's old workout equipment.
Well, how neat is that, right? To be touching the same equipment that, this legend, that even supersedes the sport of professional wrestling. He's part of pop culture now. Like, you're touching the same iron, with the same dream.
It's pretty amazing.
What have been your favorite things about the school at the moment? Like, what do you really enjoy about coming here?
First and foremost, we're in a new building. We've been in this new building probably almost 6 months now. I love this new building. It's a new culture. Not that it was bad before anything. It's just a new culture. So many young guys in here. It's not a dog-eat-dog world in here in the sense of everybody, we all get along. You know, if somebody tells you, hey, man, you're not doing good at this, it's always a respect thing here. Nobody feels like, I'm better than you because of this or that. I love it here. Everybody's family.
Yeah, and what is it like actually getting a tutelage, from the two-time WWE Hall of Famer, Book himself, right? Like that's gotta carry a lot of weight.
It's amazing, and that carries so much weight. Hall of Famer, two-time Hall of Famer, Booker T. First time I've ever stepped in a professional wrestling ring for a fantasy camp. I came here to reality wrestling. It was Booker T and Disco Inferno, and I'm like, man, this is cool. Even. If you take wrestling aside of it, just Booker, who he is as a man, coming through all his hardships and his struggles and, me being a black man looking up to him, I'm like, one day maybe I too can, leave that same great legacy behind.
Has he ever given you like any particular advice that's, particular to yourself that's just kind of stuck to you?
Everything he tells everybody, he tells me all the time, you got the talent, make sure you stand in the gym. But my favorite quote that he always says is preparation is the only luck you're going to have in life. And I take that to any aspect of my life, whether it's at my, job, whether it's anywhere in my personal life. When coming in here to reality wrestling, preparation is the only luck you're going to have in life.
Yeah, right. We create our own luck.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What is it like preparing for a match, over here and stepping into, this new ring and this new setting with the new lighting, just everything all new? What has that been like?
It's pretty amazing. I still get nervous at times, but it's all about, when you do get nervous, calm down. You got to make those butterflies in your stomach line up straight, like Booker always says. It's amazing, but you get the right tutoring and the right coaching here, so it's always amazing. I still get nervous. I say a prayer every time before I come out, and as soon as I walk through that curtain, it's just something different hit you every single time, and every time I get done with a match, I'm just like, that was pretty fun. Why was I so, uptight about it? It's a healthy addiction. I love it.
Have you slowed down enough to enjoy what's actually going on? Like, are you able to absorb, the crowd cheering for you or booing for you or whatever it is?
I used to be. That's what everybody used to always tell me, man. You just worry about going to the next thing. You're moving so fast. I have slowed down a lot. I still feel like it's way more room to grow. I'm totally not where I want to be, but I am able to slow down now, take those breaths, rest, relax, always worrying about capturing the moment. It's about the moment, Sometimes it's moments for you to get yourself over that, you didn't necessarily talk about, in the back or get the other guy over, So I am learning to slow it down, and I want to keep learning, It's just a comfortability thing. The more you're in here, the better you get.
Tell me about like that transition or that transformation that takes place, like when you're on the other side of that curtain over there and you're waiting to hear your name called, probably hit a couple extra push-ups in the back, got the little curl machine going.
Yes, sir.
Like, what's going through your head? What happens when the regular man is behind and then boom, through the curtain, DIXXON comes in?
It's all about, to me, it's a lot of nerves. It's a lot of, okay, I'm always thinking, I have to take care of the other guy. You don't want anybody getting hurt. You're trying to, remember what you're going to do and everything, but I can't explain it. It's just like right when I hit that curtain, right when I come out, I forget all about that, and I'm ready to go. And, I turn into a whole different beast.
Tell me about the trainers that we have working here, because there's some of Texas's, best independent wrestlers.
Brian Davidson, we got Brian Keefe, we got everybody who, is in this ring that is our trainers. I feel like, Mysterious Q, Will All Day, those guys they're WWE ready right now. I love, even where I'm at in my career, been doing this about 3-4 years. I look up to those guys and I'm just like, wow, like, Mysterious Q, Will All Day, Brian Keith, Ryan Davidson. It's just like, oh my gosh. And even, guys who have been making their way up. Like, I learned so much in my career, from Rudy Garza. I feel like a lot of people don't give him his correct, but that to me, his respect, but he's one of the best heels. Not just here at reality wrestling, I feel like in professional wrestling, period.
He don't turn it off, does he?
He don't turn it. That's probably why he's so good, because that's who he is in real life. We have a real good relationship, but sometimes it's just, I just want to choke that dude. Like, be quiet. But, man, that dude, he's amazing.
I'm sure he's got a choke slam coming to him somewhere, right?
Every day almost. Anytime I hang around him, he's annoying, but he gets on me, and I know it comes from a good place. It's always coming from a good place, and I know he wants to see me do better. Him, guys like BD Brawley, it's like I said, it's a family here. Nobody looks down on anybody else.
Who are some potential matchups that you'd like to see with yourself here at Reality of Wrestling? And then we'll fast forward it a couple years down the road. Like, let's say, you're over there at AEW, WWE, Impact.
Here at Reality of Wrestling, like I said, I'm going to give him guys props. Rudy Garza. I got to step in the ring with Ryan Davidson this year. That was amazing.
It's two bulls right there, or a bull and a bear.
I always heard people say how fun it was to work with him, and I never got to work with him one-on-one. I did about 3 months ago, and I was like, oh, I see why now. It's like they used to, everybody says it's a night off.
Yeah.
Because he's got so much experience, so much knowledge, and we work well with each other. But here, Rudy Garza, Mysterious Q, Will All Day, Brian Keith, those are the guys that, if you can measure up to them, you're going on the right path. Down the line, Montez Ford. I like his charisma.
I think that's a future world champion.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
for sure. He should already.
He should already have it, man.
He should already be in the mix. Montez Ford.
I'm going to call my shot. He will be main event in WrestleMania in the next 3 to 5.
I agree 100%. I love Drew McIntyre. I love to mix it up with Drew McIntyre.
He's a big boy.
Yes, sir.
Got to get that chest ready for them chops. He got to get his chest ready too, though, right?
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, so in a perfect scenario, how does this wrestling dream end? When you're lying on your deathbed, say 85, 90 years old, you're smiling, looking back at your life. You've accomplished everything that you wanted to accomplish in professional wrestling. What does that look like?
In a perfect world, of course, going to WWE, AEW as well, but WWE, I feel like everybody wants to get there. I grew up watching WWE, like I said. If WCW was still around, maybe WCW, but yeah, WWE, I would love to, just get that time to mix it up in there, so I could always have something to look back on. But even just being here at Reality of Wrestling, not saying that this is where I want my journey to end. I'm just having such a blast. I do want to become a Reality of Wrestling champion, world champion, and capture some gold here at Reality of Wrestling. That is my goal for 2024. I'm saying it right now here on the Be Someone podcast. That's a goal that I feel like I will accomplish, and I'm not just talking out the side of my neck. I'm gonna get there. I've had a lot of bumps in the road with this wrestling journey, and just in life, like anybody else, and I'm ready to take it up a notch and get my payment in.
And there's been a lot of greats that have held on to this Reality of Wrestling gold. So, like, if you can capture the gold here, at Row, that's a good sign, right?
I feel like if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. I really do feel like that. If you can make it here and be one of the standouts here at Reality of Wrestling, you're ready.
All right, man. Well, let's end it on this, man. Let's let Mr. DIXXON, him, tell us what's in store for 2024.
2024, gold will be coming around my waist. You're looking at the line, the DEXX factor. I'm not the it factor, I'm not the X factor, I'm the DEXX factor, and it's the line. And what does that line mean? You cross it, you're going to get dealt with.
Oh, it don't matter if you're deep sea fishing, painting lines on the concrete, you the best.
I'm the best at whatever it is. So, hey, I've been him. That I went by him for a while, and I hear a lot of other people say that, but I know I've always been him. I've been that guy. Since day one when I walked in here, I knew I had, what it takes. I knew I had an edge. That's not down in anybody else, but, y'all hadn't seen it yet, Reality of Wrestling, to this full potential. But this 2024 is my year. I promise you that.
All right, well, hey, Dex, man, from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you for joining us on
thank
this
you.
Maiden voyage of stepping inside the squared circle.
Appreciate it. I had a wonderful time. Appreciate it.
Hey, you know we're going to have to do this again.
Oh, yeah.
When you got the title around your waist.
Oh, yeah. We're going to come back for it.
All right, well, hey, thank y'all for joining us on Stepping Inside the Squared Circle. It's your host, the Coach Chris Ortiz, and Dexter DIXXON. Take care and have a blessed day, everybody.